Hello, hello. Do come on in and join us. Our new adventures are starting, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we are currently a few weeks into them, but we needed to do an intro for this particular vlog, which is the story of what we're doing and how we went about it. So do join us and let's get on with it, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
So, yes, so why did we decide on a caravan? Why did we decide on this caravan? Shall we answer the questions?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, as you could see, our beloved Morning Star, we had to sell primarily for the reasons we explained in our last vlog, but we didn't want to stay at home and do nothing, did we?
No, we want to have adventures while we can.
Yeah,
Still do it.
Absolutely right, yeah.
Hopefully.
So I came up with this glorious idea. Why don't we have a caravan?
Yeah, as I fell off the settee.
And she did.
Yeah, and then I thought, what a wonderful idea. We can just move around wherever we want.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the plan. And so what we then did was, well, we didn't know what caravan to have. We guessed we'd be limited in some way. And in fact, we were right. And it's all to do with the maximum towing weight that you can drag along behind you.
Yeah.
And what the maximum gross towing weight is of the vehicle you want to use. Now, we didn't want to change the car. So we thought, oh, right, okay, well, let's find what our maximum gross towing weight is and see what caravans we can find for that. And that's when we discovered the 85% rule. Didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we discovered that we couldn't pull the caravan we wanted to pull, and we desperately wanted a caravan with an island bed.
Island bed, yeah.
Didn't we?
So we didn't have to make it every night.
and we just couldn't find one.
No. But we saw one, didn't we? And we kept watching it on
YouTube. Yeah, we kept popping up with YouTube. And in fact, we had loads and loads of caravan places up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And on the internet. And we looked at sites like this one. And we looked to see what was available within our ranges. And we went off and we saw sites. We went down to Somerset, didn't we, on one mad excursion, and had a look round there.
Yeah, and there was one there, but it wasn't.
It just didn't feel right, did it?
No, and we would have had problems there.
Yeah, had a bit of damp in it.
Yeah.
But we couldn't do anything about it anyway, because at that time the boat wasn't sold, so we had to wait for that to sell before we could get our caravan.
Yeah.
But in between times, while we were looking,
we kept seeing this one going back to it, and I said, "Where is it, Ian?" He said, "It's in Glossop."
Glossop, yes,
Glossop,
up in Manchester.
I was like, oh!
Couldn't be any closer.
With the terrible roads.
So, in fact, there were several. And then one day we saw one which came up on the Glossop website. And then we spied they got this little piece where you can actually put in your car registration and it'll tell you which of their stock you can actually tow, including the 85% rule, didn't we? Do you remember doing that?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
And lo and behold, the caravan we eventually bought came up. And we decided what we would then do is reserve it. Now, I thought we'd have to pay some money, but that we didn't have to do. We could reserve it for 5 days free.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Do you remember that?
Thank God, yeah.
Yeah. So we arranged to go up the following, was it a Monday we went up?
Yeah, and we stayed. We stayed up there.
We did. We went early, didn't we?
Oh, we went to see our friends.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. Oh, that was before. Yeah.
That was
Oh
after.
yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
So we went up. So we drove all the way up to Glossop Caravans, and wow, have they got some caravans?
Yeah.
And
We only looked at that one, didn't we? Only looked at this one.
well, we looked at others from the outside, and we'd already previously looked at caravans, hadn't we?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a case of first come, first served. It was definitely that we got on this one,
Yeah.
much the same as when I bought Morning Star. Just knew it was the one for us. And as you can see by the smiles,
Yeah. She's
well,
our baby now.
we we
A
decided.
caravan baby.
We did, yeah. We decided we would buy this caravan. Unfortunately, we couldn't take it away the same day because it has to go through the workshops.
Yeah.
We wanted a bit of work done. One, indeed, was an omnidirectional antenna to be fitted for broadband so that we could actually live stream and what have you from the caravan. And in fact, I've done a separate vlog on that one, which happy to put up very, very shortly. There is a slight hiccup with that at the moment in that we lent the router to somebody else in the meantime.
Yeah.
But when that router comes back, I'll finish that vlog and I'll get it up and explain why we chose it, etc. But that's for another day. So we stayed overnight in the Travelodge, didn't we, in Glossop? Very weird place.
It always makes me laugh.
It was very nice, but it was a very, very weird place to stay in.
Yeah.
And then we drove all the way back home again.
Yeah, we did.
We did, yes.
Well, what did we do then? Stayed. We went to Hereford.
No, we didn't. We haven't got the caravan yet.
All right. Oh, I'm getting mixed up. Sorry.
So it was. We then arranged to go up for it just before the spring bank holiday. Was that the beginning one or the end one? End one, wasn't it? Yeah.
We were right in the middle of the bank holiday.
Yes, so it was the end one. So we arranged.
It was a Friday, the worst day.
The worst possible day
to pick
for
up
a bank
caravan
holiday to go and pick it up.
through Manchester.
But we decided to come up a couple of days earlier, and we spent some lovely time with our friends, Simon and Tracy.
Yes.
And we had the most enjoyable couple of days with them.
Yeah,
and
it was
so
great.
if you're watching, thank you once again.
Hiya Simon, hiya Tracy.
Yeah.
And the new love.
Can't wait to catch up with you again.
Yeah.
And then we, and of course, having disembarked from the boat. Disembarked.
We keep saying now when we take out caravan, we've just moored up.
We can't get out of the system.
Or there's something's on the boat.
Yeah, that's it. It's on the boat. This is a boat. Anyway, we piled everything into the car to come up to the caravan because, of course, the caravan had nothing in it. And we had nothing, so we bought an awning, we bought some chairs.
All lovely new stuff.
And we hadn't realised how much stuff you really need. So we filled it in the car, so thanks to Simon and Tracy, we used their garage. And
Whilst we stayed.
Well, we stayed in the Premier Inn nearby.
Yes, and that was lovely, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And then then the morning came to...
Oh my God, empty the garage.
Oh, that was a palaver.
Put it back in the car.
4 of us emptying the garage. It took 4 people to empty the garage and repack it into the car, didn't they?
I waited for you to say you don't realise what Carol packs.
No, you don't realise what Carol packs. But this time, it wasn't all Carol.
No, thank
God. We then drove up to Glossop yet again, and our takeover time was 1 o'clock. Now, unfortunately, traffic was a little bit heavy, and we got there just before 1, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. And we went down into a little reception room where we were given some coffee.
Cup of tea.
Oh,
or
very
coffee.
nice too. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we had the hard bit. We had to pay for it. We weren't allowed to do anything Once you pay, but before you pay for it, you get a handover. So they took us around the caravan and showed us how everything works. And I hadn't appreciated how much stuff is on the caravan today. I last caravan some 40 years ago. Yes, I'm that old.
Oh God, how old are you then, Ian?
Too old. But it's got all mod cons and it's got heaters and things, and of course we've not yet had the chance to go out in the heat.
It's got everything. It's perfect.
Yeah,
all mod cons.
Everything we need. The only thing we wish we'd had was the island
bed.
Because we have to make this one up.
But Ian makes it.
But we found.
I give him that job every night.
Yeah. But I found a way of doing it now.
Yeah, and it's quicker now.
I've got it right down. I'll tell you about that at the end. So that was it, really.
We stayed the night then on the forecourt. Tell him.
We stayed. Tell him.
Tell him. Tell him.
I've got to tell you.
Yeah.
we stayed the night on the forecourt, and that was an experience. Our first night in the caravan.
It was very quiet and it was okay, and they had beautiful facilities there for us to use.
They did, and we thought, what we'll do is we'll empty the car and put the stuff in the caravan and put it away. And this is what the caravan looked like when we emptied the car.
Yeah. And then we were going to tell him what happened next. We already had booked halfway down.
Oh yeah. Well, no, we don't want to do that yet.
Oh no, we don't do that yet.
So what we did was we went shopping again in the morning. Carol wanted to buy lots of goodies extra for the caravan, so we got those and we put them in there into the van and got it all sorted. Now we did decide that we would stop off halfway back home just so we could have a sort of a shakedown weekend, and that's the subject
practicing and learning.
Yes, and that's in another vlog.
Yeah.
So look out for that one. That'll follow on very shortly.
Yeah.
And
done.
That was it. So basically, we did a lot of research before buying the caravan. We found out about the 85% rule. We found out what we could tow, and then we looked for a caravan that met those requirements, and we found a couple, to be fair. But this one, I don't know what it was with this one. We just wanted it. It's absolutely fantastic. We've had some great holidays since, but we'll relay those all to you as we get on. So that is the story of how we bought this caravan.
Oh, and we forgot to mention Steve. No, his name's not Steve.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah,
Sean
he was at Glossop Caravans.
He went over and above.
Over
and above. So if you need anything, speak to Sean at Glossop Caravans.
Yes.
So that's it. That is the end of the story, and the adventure now begins, doesn't it?
Yes, hopefully.
So until next time, this is Ian.
Carol.
Saying ta-ra for now.
See you soon. Love you.